The Honourable Minister for Industry, Trade and Tourism, the Honourable Faiyaz Koya, heads of the Fijian Host participating agencies. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Civil Executive Officer of the Fiji Revenue and Customs Authority, as well as the Chairman of the Fiji Tourism, and the heads of private sector organizations, awardees, members of the media, officials of the ministry, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here this afternoon, Ms. Ambula Banaka, and a very warm good afternoon. Welcome you here in this the event of the Fijian Host Award. We normally host this twice every year. There'll be a big one at the end of the year, but this afternoon we are presenting the awards for all our awardees from the months of Jan to July. And as I've mentioned, there'll be another big one at the end of the year where we will recognize the efforts of all those that have been on the front line of our tourism and hospitality industries. These are the very people that have, they may not sit in fancy offices like most of us do, or drive fancy cars, but the efforts that they put in does make a big impact in the tourism sector.
I'm delighted actually to be here this afternoon to celebrate the accomplishments of Fijian Hosts, who have captured the attention of our visitors through their superb customer service at Nandi International Airport. We will be awarding the certificates to Fijian Hosts for the months of January to July, as alluded to earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, when a traveler is going to a new country, it is the people that they meet at the airport that sets a tone for the rest of that traveler's visit. And therefore, I cannot emphasize enough how important your role is as Fijian hosts to ensure that our visitors are made to feel welcome as soon as they set foot in Fiji, and most importantly, they want to come because their last impression of Fiji is the excellent service at the airport. It is our friendly and welcoming nature that sets us apart from the rest of the world, and it is you, the people, that make Fiji what it is today, and it sets our tourism industry apart from other industries. The warmth and hospitality we show to our visitors is something that they remember for the rest of their lives. Hence, as I had stated earlier on in February, that the Fijian Host program should not be limited to just airports. It is important that all the tourism services are part of the program, which recognizes the service providers for their excellent service, and at the same time requires that the industry invests in its people. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to announce today that we are revamping the Fijian Host program to make it sustainable and an all-encompassing program covering the frontline agencies at the airport and all other tourism services. The concept of the revamped program will focus on certification of service providers, training, auditing of service providers, complaints handling mechanism, and giving Fijian Host Council the due relevance. Ladies and gentlemen, we want this renewed concept to complement the work well with all other existing programs and requirements that are especially for the tourism industry. And therefore, we will need the contribution of the stakeholders in making this best program, not just in the best program, not just in Fiji, but in the region. Currently, the ministry is working on developing a concept paper which will be presented to the Fijian Host Council and the relevant stakeholders in the first quarter of 2016. We do not want the program to be considered as an added burden, but an avenue through which the public and the private sectors can work together towards improving service delivery. If we can bring the culture of excellence at our major international airports, we can do the same in the entire tourism industry, and we can only achieve this by working together. Ladies and gentlemen, coming back to today's event, I wish to thank every individual serving as our frontliners for the excellent service. And as you may remember, that in February we had given away a special prize to a Fijian host who was consistently voted the best, but was never actually recognized as the winner because he was not trained as a Fijian host. This year, ladies and gentlemen, we have removed the requirement that to be considered Fijian host of the month, or the officer needs to be trained as a Fijian host. We simply cannot stop a Fijian from being a Fijian. Hence, we cannot eliminate them from being recognized for the exemplary service that they provide. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to reiterate my confidence in the Fijian Host Program and the continued partnership with the Fijian government, the 8 airport agencies, and the wider tourism industry. I have no doubt that the initiative will be successful, and I wish you all well. Thank you very much. Vinakabaglevu.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause to all our partners.